Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Scraplift Crafternoon. This is a YouTube hop that was started by Peace, Craft, and Love, and I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking. And we have a little tiny tribe of ladies who do this hop together. And this week we are celebrating one of those ladies' birthdays. Her birthday is about mid-month, and we want to wish Christine a happy birthday. So in honor of her, Miss Kristen chose one of Christine's layouts, and we're going to be scrapbooking that. So I'm going to put that layout up here in the corner for you. And as you can see, I pulled the same papers that she used in her layout. And that's because it happened to be a hip kit that I was trying to use up this month. So it wasn't intentional that this was the kit I chose to get out of my stash and into albums, but it worked out well because I had the exact 2 pieces of paper left over from that kit. And you've seen me use it in some of my 30 Days of Sketches layouts in the past week or so. I also pulled some of the chipboard and quite a bit of the ephemera and the brads. And this was the sticker book that we got in the kit. It's a Heidi swap. Is it Sun Chaser? Yes. And so I printed a photo of my husband and I. This photo was taken on our 31st wedding anniversary, which was in April. And we were out hiking near Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So this was quite fun, and I'm going to use that to finish this layout. So I'm gonna pause the video, I'm gonna make some cuts, and I'm gonna get started. So off camera, I went ahead and I matted my photo on the 2 pieces of cardstock that I had chosen. Both of those pieces came from my scrap stash, and one of them isn't quite a full mat around the photo, and that is actually going to be okay because you won't even notice it once I start embellishing this layout. So I also cut a photo mat with that floral pattern paper, just like Christine did in her layout. I don't know that mine is the same size, and frankly, I don't even remember what size I cut this. I think it might be 5.5 by 7.5. I'm distressing the edges, and I'm going to distress the edges of my photo mat as well. So this layout actually goes together surprisingly fast. I think it took me 20 minutes from start to finish to complete this layout. There's no mixed media, there's no stitching on it. It's just straight pattern paper and embellishments. And because I was working off Christine's idea, I already had a place for things. All I had to do is just make sure I got what I chose onto my layout. Now, the one thing that I am doing differently is I am choosing to use this chipboard frame. Christine had a piece of, I think, cardstock that kind of stuck out on the left-hand side of her layout, and I could have done that, but instead I really am trying to use this kit, and I don't have any airplane photos right now that I can use to scrapbook a travel layout. I don't have anything printed like that, and so I am just desperately trying to use up these travel themed elements as much as possible. So what you saw me do right there is take a piece of fun foam, stick it to one side of my photo so that when I place my photo down onto that chipboard frame, it's level and not, lying wonky on my background. I am also taking these little banner pieces and I am cutting them down. They're actually flags, and I'm cutting them down into banners. One of them is chipboard, the other 2 are pieces of ephemera from the kit. So as I dig through the chipboard and the ephemera pieces that I chose from my hip kit, I'm trying to find a place for everything that I've chosen. I think I only end up not using 2 items, and I think they were both chipboard items that did not end up on this layout. I do add fun foam and stuff behind some of the ephemera and chipboard in places where it needs it. And of course, I'm going to journal off camera, but there will be journaling on this layout. You can see I chose a little clipboard as my journaling box. I do love putting like potted plants behind another element just to kind of look like there's leaves popping up. Sometimes A potted plant doesn't go on a layout, but plants do. We were hiking and we were outside, so leaves work out really well. So off camera, I did manage to get everything glued down. I added fun foam in those places that you see me pointing to make sure that everything was level and to give your eyes some dimension to rest on. I also added a brad up at the top on one of those banner pieces, and I added my journaling off camera as well. Like I said, this has a double title, and I really like how this layout came together. In a minute, I will show you Christine's and my layout side by side so that you can see them, to see what we did the same and what we did differently. And for me, that is what Scraplift Crafternoon is to take inspiration from the other person's layout and then make it my own. We don't always have to be exact match to a layout. It can be our own thing and still take inspiration from the person that you are scraplifting. Sometimes I love to scrap lift exactly. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on my mood and depends on what I am scrapbooking. I do want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate those who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It lets YouTube know that I'm putting out content that others enjoy seeing and, brings more traffic to my channel. So I appreciate you. If you have comments or questions about anything that I did on this layout, just drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.